one man visits collectors around the globe, talking about things and looking at games and stuff on a retro tip. Presents to you In the House. All up in your house. It's In the House. In the House!
Hi guys, welcome to the premiere episode of In the House, featuring Shockz16.
Boy!
So thanks for having me in your house, Shockz. Much
It's
appreciated.
alright,
Yeah.
fuck off now.
Yeah, cheers, see you later. So yeah, this series, guys, is going to be visiting tubers in the house, having a look at their collections and having a little chat. So I'm sure everybody knows you, but if everybody doesn't know you, just a few questions about your channel and what have you. So how long have you been doing YouTube, I guess would be the first question.
Since 2011. You can work out how many years that is.
Yeah.
You might be watching this in the future.
I don't think my viewers have the intellect to work that out. It's 5 years, guys.
5 years. That's this many.
Yeah, no, yeah, so like 5 years, decent amount of time. So what kind of got you into doing it in the first place? What was your inspiration for the channel?
Well, I'm just a massive show off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I've got all these games and I want to spend more money, and then I want to tell everybody about how much money I've spent. So I was just like, yeah, I'm going to buy these games. I don't even fucking like gaming. But I'm going to buy them anyway and just brag about it.
Coincidentally, the exact same reason I got into YouTube. Excellent.
So yeah, no, but it was just watching people with the same kind of interests that you have, really, and just wanting to be a part of it. So why not set up the camera, get in front of it, do your stuff, do your thing.
That's it. Yeah, I think that's the kind of reasoning behind a lot of people getting into doing it, myself included. So
yeah, it's like, because I didn't know there was like a community for it. You know? I just thought, do you know what I mean? I like collecting games. Probably there's somebody else out there, and then you find one person, and then through them you find another person. And you think, hey, hold on a minute, there's a bit of a community going on there. I don't mind being a part of that. So, you know what I mean? You think, well, I've got games. Maybe they would be interested in seeing what I've got. So.
Yeah, it kind of snowballs. You
Yeah.
realise that like more and more people are sort of doing and interested in that stuff. And
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yeah. So big Saturn collector.
Yep.
Yeah. So we were chatting earlier. You had a Saturn just after release. Is that right?
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, not long after the release. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Which
I never had one way back when. So
Yeah, which
Quite
I had
new
to
to
literally beg my parents for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I was saying to P earlier, I used to have a friend, and he had an older brother, so obviously he was older than us, and he was going to work, earning his own money and stuff like that, so he was able to just get one on launch, and we played on that, and yeah, like I say, it was like my first experience of a 32-bit console, so yeah, I just fell in love with it, and just I needed one. You know what you're like when you're a kid, I need one of these or my life's over, basically.
That's it.
So yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw a Saturn back in the day. Like no one I know had one, or
Really not.
yeah.
So
at all.
you didn't even get to play like one over at a mate's house, right?
No, like not even for sort of 5 minutes, or I don't remember seeing them in shops or nothing.
Yeah. To be honest with you, like I said, I think I only knew 2 other people that had one. But yeah, if people wanted to play on the Saturn, obviously everybody came to my house to play on the Saturn.
Yeah,
So.
fair enough. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So going for a full set on Saturn.
Yep.
Not too far away,
Mhm.
which we'll see in a minute.
Yeah. 12 games, I think. 12 games or whatnot. That's it.
Not far at all. So why Saturn for the full set? What made you think I want to collect every game for the Saturn?
That's a tough question. I don't know really. I think it's probably something to do with regret, because I got rid of. I always loved my Saturn, but like I say, I was a fickle kid, and then when the PlayStation rolled around, I got rid of my Saturn to fund the PlayStation, and I kind of always had a little bit of regret about that. So
yeah,
when I got back into collecting, I thought I'll just go for something that I really loved, I had a lot of passion for back then, and that was the Sega Saturn. And then obviously I got that passion back, and I thought, you know what, I'll just get every game, because I found out that it didn't have the massive library. Like, you look at something like the Mega Drive or the Super Nintendo, and it's like over 1,000 games or something like that, or close to 1,000 games. Then you look at like the Saturn and it's got like 240. You're thinking, well, that's achievable. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's kind of what pushed it. It was like passion infused with the fact that it's something that's achievable. Because
I think like being achievable is a huge factor, isn't it? Like from doing the Dreamcast set, and it's like really achievable, even fewer games than the Saturn. And
yeah,
I'd love a full Mega Drive set.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, but it's
like I probably shouldn't be saying this. I'll probably get kicked off the Galaxy. But I wouldn't mind like a full SNES set. But like you said, the prices and the amount there is, you need a room just for that, wouldn't you? Just for that. Do you know what I mean?
And like, that's mental money. I mean, even if you were to do car only, I reckon the full SNES set, that's got to be like serious money, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It's not cheap. That's another thing that I factored into it as well. Before I'd even started collecting it, I knew that it was something that I was going to be able to afford as well. It's not something that I was going to have to break the bank over it. I can steadily buy games for the Saturn set without putting myself into any debt or like that, and I took all that into consideration before I even started. I think a lot of people, that's where they probably go wrong, do you know what I mean? They think, oh, I'm going to go for this set, and don't really factor into how much it's going to cost them in the long run, because you've got to put in inflation in the games, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? It's like you can look at a game now, but if you're still collecting 2 years later, that game might be like triple the price if it was. So, you've got to take it into consideration.
But I mean, I don't know how many people you've seen doing the full Saturn set and giving up, but I've seen a lot with the Dreamcast when I was doing it.
Yeah.
Giving up before they finish. And it's kind of like people, there's great advice to anyone watching who's thinking of doing a full set, that you should plan your budget.
Definitely.
And there's so many people.
I was going to say, because if you're not ever going to be able to afford it, then there's no point going for it.
That's it.
You're not going to have it, are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't put yourself into debt over games, I'm sorry. You can't.
Yeah, that's it. I see a lot of people who think, okay, I'm going to go for this set, and they start buying up stuff, and a lot of the most expensive stuff early, and they go mad. And it's like they suddenly realise, fuck, I've got 3 starving kids, and I haven't fed them for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, my
and
mortgage needs paying or something.
It's like, did you not factor this in before you start? And they obviously didn't. And that's great that you obviously did. And not far now. Should we have a little look at your at the collection?
Yeah, you can if you wish.
Why not?
Why not, hey?
In the house.
Right, guys. So this is Adam's collection. So obviously we got a lot of Saturn here. Before we look at the Saturn, what else you got going on?
Nothing. There's no Nintendo here whatsoever.
If anyone from Galaxy Sega is watching, I think there's some dodgy shit behind him.
No, there's nothing there. This is green screened.
Obviously this is of interest,
Can you see that? Can you even see that?
I mean, you can't see that, guys. Come on, let's have a little gander. Yeah, they can see a little bit.
Hey.
You can see that.
There you go. So AES, Neo Geo stuff, some PlayStation 2 fighters. Next up, that's my original PlayStation 2 collection. All of them.
I love that.
Do you know what I mean? From when I had the system, when it was like new, when it was current gen there. So all birthday gifts, Christmas presents and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? Nothing's been bought back to put in. So all my original games. Very humble Sega's Mega Drive.
Yeah.
I've got a few more on this side here, but...
So these from childhood sort of games you had?
All of these are just, that's all I really want back when it comes to this is just shit. This is just shit clogging up the shelf there, do you know what I mean? It's probably going to go in a box.
They're all Christmas presents from me.
Thanks
a lot, mate.
Yeah. No problem, I'll pass them on. Let everybody enjoy them. Just that bit of PlayStation 3, I don't know if I'm blocking it. PlayStation 3. We don't need to talk about
Yeah.
Game Boy collection. Again, just games that I want from my childhood.
Yeah.
Nothing filler or like that. Well, you might class some of them filler, but
are any of these originals from childhood or just ones you had
well
in childhood?
I've got a video coming up.
Okay, nice.
About one game. But yeah, I will talk about one game.
Right.
Like, I've got a story behind one.
Because I was telling you, I've got nothing from childhood left. You know,
Yeah.
original in my collection. That's life, isn't it?
Basically, one of those games is my original, but it's got a story about how, like, behind it, like, you know what I mean? Basically, I bought it back, but it was my original.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Super Nintendo. Ooh, I can hear all the guys is saying, but what else? Yeah, Game Boy box up there, and then wow, Super Nintendo collection there.
I mean, you're
Again,
obviously
very
not
humble.
a fanboy, are you? Like Sega fanboy.
No.
You know.
No. I mean, obviously, like the Saturn's there, so it's going to be like the majority into it. But yeah, I like my Nintendo as much as my PlayStation and my Neo Geo.
Yeah, I mean, I love my Sega, but I'm not going to pigeonhole myself and like miss out on games that are awesome just because I prefer a particular developer or whatever. You know, I'm not like really into fanboyism, so no shame in showing Nintendo stuff, mate.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah,
then a few.
That's basically it for that show.
Yeah.
And then we've just got
Saturn.
the Saturn.
What's a Saturn?
Yeah, Rock'em Sock'em. You might have seen this in a video before.
So did you have that when you were a kid?
No, this was actually bought for a challenge thing that I did with Shockz16.
Oh, yeah.
Sega CD University put a comment on one of my videos saying, I want to see you and Shockz16 on Rock'em Sock'em and I want to see Intigos commentating over it. And he just put at the bottom, come at me bro. So we did it.
Nice.
We put together the video, me and Shen did it, and yeah, Intigos did the commentary over the top of it. So.
Awesome. I'll have to link that in the description, guys.
So yeah, it's called something like Shockz and Shen Rock'em Sock'em. So yeah, cool. And then,
So yeah, Saturn, a little bit of Dreamcast.
yeah, a little bit of Dreamcast.
So what kind of stuff you after for Dreamcast?
To be honest with you, I'm not up on the Dreamcast. I don't know a lot about the Dreamcast, so I'm basically just buying games on other people's recommendations at the minute. I mean, obviously, like I got the classics in straight away, like Gunbird 2 and Soul Calibur and stuff like that, because I played them before, so I knew they was good games anyway. But yeah, other stuff was just what other people was recommended. Like the Shenmues, I've never even played a Shenmue game, so I've still not played them now, even though I've got them. So yeah, luckily enough, I did win them in a raffle though. So
Oh yeah, it was on Galaxy. Another plug for Galaxy Sega.
yeah, let's just keep plugging it. Do you know what I mean? Give me more free shit.
Power Stone in there. That's awesome.
Yeah, again, I've never played it though, so.
You got to play that. We'll play that. We're going to play that after this video. We're
Yep.
going to play Power Stone. Fucking love that game.
We'll play Power Stone though.
Yeah, brilliant game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Saturn, you've got a bit of import stuff here.
Yep.
One or two.
Oh yeah, up at the top there, just one or two.
Some nice stuff like X-Men versus Street Fighter, which is awesome. What's that? Vampire Savior.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, some classics.
A bit of real
So
battle.
any other imports you're after, or are you going to just kind of focus on PAL for now?
Yeah, it's just PAL. When I finish the PAL set, excuse me, then yeah, I might just go for some of the exclusives.
Yeah.
Not no RPGs or anything like that. There's no point. I can't understand the language, so
Yeah, that's it.
there's no point. It is the... Yeah.
Yeah, so 12 left for PAL.
We're all round about there, I think like 12 or 13 or something like that.
Yeah, so anything in particularly difficult to find in those 12?
No, everything's easily obtainable now. It's just a matter of when. Basically, bide your time. Might get a few bargains. I'm not really expecting much in the way of a bargain, but yeah, as long as I don't pay over the odds for it, I'm happy now with them. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, I've been collecting this since when did I start this collection? Yeah, when I started YouTube, I think So 5 years.
5 years ago, yeah.
So yeah, there's like games in here you're not going to get for the prices I paid now. Do you know what I mean? So it's just how it is. So I'd say that most of my bargains have gone. Do you know what I mean? I've been very lucky to get a bargain on any of them. But they're not expensive games anyway. Probably like mid to low range. I mean, it's like stuff like just stupid stuff like Road Rash. It's like a like £15 game or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's not bank breaking. Get it any day of the week. So yeah, but I would say that about most of the Saturn set though. I don't think there's any particularly what I would class a rare game. You can pretty much get every game. It's just if you're willing to pay those prices for them. So.
Yeah, it's exactly the same as the Dreamcast. They're all out there, and you just whether you're willing to pay.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's been a couple that's been harder to get hold of for the right price because a lot of people now just want to bump the prices up, don't they? Really?
Yeah.
And somebody will fucking pay it, and then that will become the new norm.
That's it. That's the problem.
But yeah, I'm pretty happy with. Like I said, I don't think I'd ever be able to amass this collection for what I paid. So I'm happy with what I've done. Do you know what I mean? I've managed to obtain some of them.
So can I ask what was the most pricey one?
Yeah, it's probably the one that I picked up in my last pickups video. If you saw it, it was Maximum Force, which was about 120. That's the most I've spent on a Saturn game.
So not too bad. Relatively cheap when you consider everything.
Yeah. I think the highest price game you can pay for Saturn PAL region anyway is probably about 200 quid.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any games that will clock in over that. But yeah.
Still a fair few quid though, isn't it?
Yeah, when you look at it like that, yeah, obviously, but compared to when you like other systems where you could pay up to like £500-600 for a game, do you know what I mean? It's like...
The thing with Saturn is you can't very well emulate it, can you?
So apparently not anyone here.
Yeah. So yeah, any favourites in here? You actually really love?
Yeah, there's like a few that I always go back to. Like for instance, can't even find it now. I've literally just racked all these up, and I don't know where everything is now. So yeah, stuff like KO Flying Squadron 2. Love that game. Bloody brilliant game that is. Of course, the classics like Sega Rally, that's one that you've always got to go back to. The Street Fighter Alphas 1 and 2, brilliant. Darkstalkers, again brilliant. Bit of Shinobi X, great game. Cheesy as fuck, 90s cutscene, live action cutscenes, great stuff.
So there are only 2 alphas, PAL.
Yeah, I think
3 is
Japanese only. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I do believe I do have it. I have it on Dreamcast, but so.
Yeah, I mean, I have it on Dreamcast, but I hear that the Saturn one is the one to get.
Yeah.
It's silly money.
I'm gonna say, does that make it more pricey? Yeah.
I think that's like 120 quid or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how fussy are you that you want a?
Yeah, I found
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Same. So yeah, any other highlights here?
To be honest with you, like I was saying to you off camera earlier, that I've not really had a lot of time to dive into the collection. That's what I'm looking forward to when I complete it. Obviously, that's what I'm going to be spending my time doing, is playing the games. Because, you know what I mean, there's not much I really want to collect after I've completed this set, so yeah.
Yeah, it is quite time consuming collecting a full set. You know, there's a lot of hunting and looking around.
I suppose the good thing about it is though that a lot of the games on the Saturn aren't RPGs and stuff like that, so it's not like they're not like time consuming games, are they? I mean, there's obviously RPGs on the system, but yeah, a lot of them are like pick up play games, which is kind of what you want in here, really.
Yeah, shall we have a quick look at your little setup there?
Yeah, you can do if you
You've got
want.
some nice business there.
Yeah. It's very messy though.
In the house.
So yeah, now if we go over to the actual setup, the first thing you're going to see is the newest addition to the games room and an exclusive for Pete's in the house, and that is none other than the B&O, the MX 7,000, I believe this model is. So yeah, recent purchase from none other than fellow YouTuber and all-round great guy, Kahanos Deloro, Daz. So yeah, he set me up with that. Awesome bit of machinery the B&O is. Sure, I don't really need to tell all you lot that, but it's fucking fantastic. So yeah, that's the newest edition, and like I say, an exclusive. So yeah, what we got on the setup is the MVS, consoleized MVS there in the corner with the 161 cart, the Mega Drive 2 just below it, and the Neo Geo AES below that. And then we've got the PAL Saturn, which is going to be swapped out for the Japanese Saturn soon. Basically that's just there because I did have a region modded one there, but it was having problems with the cart slot, the RAM cart slot at the back. It wouldn't load games that needed the RAM cart, so yeah, I had to swap it out for the PAL one. But yeah, soon it's being swapped over for the Japanese grey one. And then below that you got the PS2, and then below that is just the arcade sticks for the AES, which you can also use on the MVS too. So cool stuff. So yeah, that's how it's looking at the minute. Very messy, not very complete, but yeah, a few systems that are missing from there. Like I would like to get a Super Nintendo back in there eventually, and of course the Dreamcast one needs to go in there eventually too. So yeah, but that's how it looks at the minute. And of course, oh yeah, I forgot to mention the good old Switch box as well there, which Pete himself actually gave me. Well, he didn't give it me, but I purchased it off him too. So there you go. That's the setup. Woo!
There you go, guys. That was the premiere episode of In the House, featuring Shockz16.
Boom!
Link to his channel in the description, of course. Go and check him out. See you next time.